Friday, April 21st. And I'm going to use the F word right now. It is 23 degrees Fahrenheit. Boy, this stinks. So I'm dressed for winter again. This weather. Why does it got to keep up? But it's been ugly over the night. I was up pretty late. We had 2 calves during the night, or I guess by midnight the last one had calved. And I was watching another cow. It came over, and it was my heifer, and she was running. Well, she was going that way to the end of the pasture, and I couldn't figure it out in the dark, so I was chasing her around with my pickup, hoping I wouldn't get stuck, trying to get her back home. But I came over now. I didn't find her anymore during the night, so I don't know where she went. So I'm going to drive around, and hopefully I won't find a dead calf, because you know, it's not very pleasant out. Well, there's a lot of cows in this barn, and it's really, really sloppy wet in here. But all the calves are on the side where the straw, well, here's some calves, but where they lay, it's along the straw where they're protected. And there was one new calf out here, and there it stands. Well, wait a minute, I was wrong. That is my heifer I was looking for. She did calve. Well, let's drive over and take a look. Probably see how she's doing here. Yes, it is 54. Oh, girl, am I glad your calf is alive in this crazy weather. It's nice to see. I got one heifer left to calve right here. She's not too far away either, but it's supposed to warm up after tomorrow. It's a nice little calf, girl. Might have to drag you inside a different barn where it's drier. So here's my new calf, one of them that was born last night. During the night, I drug in here, and there was one out in that corral where my heifer was. So I don't know where that calf went, but it must be inside that other barn, because I don't see the cow in here. Nice calf laying there. So nothing new in here. Here's a new calf right here, right there, and it appears to be this 106. Yes, it is. She's licking on him. Well, look at that. Another surprise that I didn't know. This is a second calver. Hey, Mama, are you yeah, you're protective. That's okay. Boy, am I glad she's in here. That's a good thing. Surprises. And they're in the barn. That's why I left everything open. You can see the cows here going out. I'll show you. They're all going back out of this corral. I'll take you to my calf shelters here in a minute. But I left everything open, which it's been open, you know, for the last week. So the cows can wander the whole pasture, come in here for protection. And it's nice to see that they're coming into the barn to calve. You know, I was up, like I said, till midnight, running around trying to make sure everything was where they were supposed to be. But things happen, you're out of your control, and you do what you can, but this is nice to see. Nice to see that. Well, I'm gonna run out by the calf shelters, see what's new out there, if anything, because, you know, up until last night we were having one calf a day, some days no calves. It was really slow for the whole week. And I figured with this weather moving in, it's gonna pick up. So now this is number 4 during the night that I know of anyway right now. My cows busted this down and got cows in the calf shelter. Ah, dang it, you guys. Come on out, Carol. You don't need anybody stepped on. That'll be the next problem. So I can look. I just checked that newborn calf. I put him in the barn, a different barn that's dry, and his mouth, or his, I didn't look what it was, but mouth was cold, so that means that did not suck yet, and I could tell on the heifer. You know, that's your first sign, is when you look at the cow, their udder and their teats, you can tell if they've been sucked on, and I could tell if she hadn't been, and I, you know, reach in the calf's mouth, and if it's cold, you know that they didn't suck. So he's fairly new. So I'm gonna give it another hour and watch on camera now that I got her in the barn, and see if he sucks. If not, I'll have to come over and try to give him some colostrum, because a calf really should have colostrum the first 4 hours of its life. You know, that's ideal. So that's what we want to try to do here. Well, I apologize for the wind. I don't have a mic for well, I'm using a GoPro, so I don't know, maybe you can buy a mic, I don't even know if you can. But anyway, after I checked that heifer and the rest of the cows, I had an uneasy feeling with that calf, because I really don't know how old it is, how many hours. So I came home and got colostrum, and I gave the calf colostrum. So I had to tube them because it really wouldn't suck. Played with the nipple. So I'm headed over now to feed cows, and more than likely I'll be putting a lot of straw down. It did quit snowing now finally. According to the radar, it looks like it's done snowing for the day. So I'm gonna, you know, feed and put a lot of straw down just for the calves to lay on something dry, which is what they need more than anything. The wind has to blow today, of course. It's supposed to be like 30-mile-an-hour winds again. Turn you around here, you can see on the road maybe drifting across. But I did get my air seeder all ready to go. My tanks are ready. But it doesn't look like we're going to be doing anything anytime soon because of all the drifts yet that are, you know, in the fields. So after I gave that calf its colostrum, I came home and got a bite to eat because I knew that all the cows, I can see them running like crazy down there. But I knew that when I get outside like I am now, until you get done with all the chores and checking everything over, it time's gonna go pretty fast. So, you know, I didn't want that calf to be without any colostrum for more time than what it was already, probably. I don't know what they're doing. They're running in circles the way it looks. This stupid wind, you know, they get crazy looking for their calves and take off running. There's a lot of cows over on this side of the farm, so I don't know, they're running in circles, I guess. And this is another thing about bad weather. It really, I don't know what it does to the animals, to the cattle, but they just get stupid. Now they're going to be crowding me like no tomorrow. I can hardly get into a hay fence. They're crazy. Can't drive. They're just surround the tractor, and you don't want to drive over, especially a calf, you know. You don't drive over a calf or break a cow's leg here real easy. And now I can try to remove net wrap with these cows surrounding me. Anyway, I'm gonna put my phone, or the GoPro, I'm gonna put that down here so I can remove net wrap, fight with these cows. Well, I managed to get 2 bales unrolled. Hopefully now the rest of the hay will be a little easier because they'll be somewhat occupied with them 2 bales. Well, I got my door open here. I managed to get the cows all fed. Thought I'd open the door so you can see a little better. You know, I got them kind of protected here by the northwest wind, and they're going to lay in all this hay. But I'm going to get some straw now and give them some proper bedding. Well, I got all the straw laid around these calf shelters. It should be pretty good. Let's hope. It's pretty heavy straw there, so it should be good for the wet ground. Should be good. So now I'm gonna continue to put straw down over by the barns where the cows sometimes venture over along that windbreak. So if anybody wants to calve, they'll have some dry bedding if they lay outside the barn, because the barns are mostly all wet, and I don't feel like cleaning barns today. So we're just gonna put a bunch of fresh straw down and call her good. How about we blow a little straw in the barn? Hope it's going in there. Looks like it. I don't know how thought you would do this without a front wheel assist. Look how sloppy this is in the ruts. Barely can get around. But I'm gonna look inside this barn. I blew a bunch of straw in here. There's calves in here. I don't even have my fork, but I'll kick it around. Hopefully it shows up. Yeah, she's a mess. Well, that's a lot better. At least we got some fresh straw here and out here. So I got a few more places I need to put it. There's a new calf here somewhere. I chased it. I'm gonna have to go in here and look. See what happened to him. Oh, he's over there in the corner. He's okay. That's that one new one I mentioned earlier that I assumed was in the barn. He's doing really well. So, move on to the next place. Try to get out of the wind here a little bit, and I'm gonna go check that heifer that calved to make sure that that calf sucked, being I tubed him. So we better make sure he sucks. So it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 32 I think it said on my phone, but so you can already tell that, you know, where the light snow was, it's melting, except for the drifts, of course, and the wind's blowing like crazy. So that's why I wanted to give that calf colostrum. I knew it was gonna take a while till the chores are all done, so we're gonna go check them out. Well, that's heifer here with her calf, and I can tell he didn't suck. He or she, no, it's a she. I can tell she didn't suck just by looking at her bag. So that just makes more work. I'm gonna have to get her in and catch her, put her in the head gate so I can get that calf to suck on her. So I have to close all the gates so this heifer don't get away on me. Oh, mud, Fahrenheit. Oh. On me, I gotta close up here and make an alley so she goes in. That'll work. Okay, so that worked. Something I do all the time when I got to get a cow in the barn. The calf I got right there. So I'm going to put you down for a few minutes till I get her caught. Well, I fought with this cow long enough. Evidently the calf must have sucked, because I can't seem to get him to suck on her. So I'm going to release her here. And you know how heifers are, they're kind of worked up. So we're just going to leave them alone here, and I'll watch them on camera. and see if he sucks later today. Try to catch it. And little calves have really, really sharp teeth. Cut my fingers all up. But I better let these go here and so they settle down. Quite a difference from these older calves. I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera here, how big they are compared to these new calves that are just born. It's a lot smaller, right? Little bull calf too. Just a little fart. Well, normal size, but compared to these big calves that are probably 6 weeks old, 5-6 weeks old, they really grow fast. All right, hopefully the weather's going to turn around. I said that like 10 times already on these videos. One of these times it's going to happen. But anyway, thanks for coming along, folks. We'll see you later.